Hello and welcome back everybody to the only video of the week, sadly, Symphonic Rain. So yeah, that kinda sucks, but I already warned you that I've got now more stuff on my plate, so videos will come out more rarely. But next week I've got some free time on my hand, and since I want to finish the Kyou Route until September, I think I'm gonna use that free time to pre-record a few episodes of Symphonic Rain, and probably also a bit of Clannad, and of course our most recent RPG Maker game project. I totally know its name right now. I'm totally not stupid. Pocket Mirror, there we go! Yay, brain. As always, you disappoint me. So, what are we doing right now? We have just eaten together with Fal, and now she invited us, or rather she invited herself, to train together, make music together. And of course we agree, because this is the Kyou Route. There was no way I could tell her that I didn't want to practice with her now. Sure, I enjoyed performing with her, but on Sunday, also I've got a girlfriend and all that stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a guy and a girl being friends, don't get me wrong, but the one thing that is kind of important in that equation is, are they actually interested in each other? And, sorry, that was my mouse again, it does that sometimes by now. I need a new mouse. In this equation, Fal definitely wants, and Chris, I don't know, kinda, at least it seems a bit like that, but we will see. We will see. Maybe I'm judging too early.
あるからの手紙が来るのにね。
Right. Ari's letter would arrive. A letter that would worry about me being unable to find a partner. But would teaming up with Torta, like Ari pushed me to do, really be the conclusion she wished for? The only thing I'd been able to sense throughout the letters up until now was that the distance between Ari and I had grown. Was it this? Or was it Torta that I wanted so badly to avert my eyes from? Oh, the distance that grew between them. Or Torta. Okay, now I get it. Okay, fine. I had answered before I realized it.
本当、よかった。
All I wanted now was to shake off this hesitation and fully focus on the coming graduation recital. I lightly nodded to Forney, then began talking about tomorrow with Fal.
じゃあ、明日の午後からでいいのね。
Whoops.
昼からでも夜までやれば十分な時間になるよ。
That's also new. I've never skipped a sentence of my own so far, I think. Chris said, sure, sorry I can't accept you in the morning. Yeah. That's not a thing Chris does. I mean, who in the world, except for people who go to church, I'm sorry for you, for many reasons, who in their right mind would get up early on Sundays? Yeah, that's a little...
冗談だって。練習とはいえ、休日くらいは楽しんでもいいでしょ。
I'm glad to hear that.
うん。じゃあ、コペルトの前で待ち合わせでもいい？
Ah, since it will be lunchtime then, how about having lunch there first?
それは明日決めようか。
Maybe she has no money. Or maybe everything is going too fast for her. I mean, I don't know, I'm just speculating. Oh well, either way is fine with me.
じゃあ、また明日。
See you. Leaving a pleasant smile, Fal walked off into the rain. I watched her leave, then started to walk home until Forney stopped me by pulling my hair.
ねえ、本当に部屋に来るの？
I suppose she is.
トルタだってあんまり来たことないのに。
Things happen. Hey, Forney.
何？
You don't like Fal coming over?
いやってほどじゃないけど。なんでそんなこと聞くの？
That is a very Japanese way of saying yes. When I thought about it, I realized that apartment isn't just my own.
バカね。 あの部屋のお金を払ってるのはクリスのご両親でしょ。私はただ居候というか勝手に住ませてもらってるだけだし、そんなことあるわけないでしょ。
What are you getting all flustered about? This isn't just about rent, is it?
そりゃそうだけど、ちょっとクリス、何が言いたいの？
Nothing. I was just asking.
なら私は別に構わないよ。
I see. Thanks.
そんなんでお礼を言わないでよ。
Really? Great. I concluded in a cheerful tune, mimicking Fal. Don't get mad. You said it yourself.
そりゃそうだけど。
Well, whatever.
それは私のセリフでしょ。たく。
In the end, we were able to settle the matter in good spirits and went on as though nothing had happened. Fawny was no longer upset, and she never made any snide comments about Fal. Shall we go? In an attempt to avoid having my recently warmed up and fulfilled body grow cold, I hurriedly cut my way through the ring. By the way, I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret from Ari. Man, I'm back to this Ari bullshit. Can't decide what to do. Huh? Oh, whoops, that's Forney's line. My bad. Forney seemed a bit surprised at the final words I spoke to her on the track home. Against my expectation of her getting angry and retaliating, Forney only quietly smiled.
そうね。内緒にしといてあげる。
I swear to God, if I had written this, Forney would be something like a representation of Ari, or the presence of Ari, or the ghost that she sent to see over Chris, or something like that. Like, it has to be something. Sorry, that was like a thing under my desk with rolls under it. I don't know what you call that in English, but you know, the noise just now. But yeah, I swear, it has to be something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to, but as mentioned, if I would have written that, it would be like that. Achtzehnte is German. Now I wanted to do a cool Italian accent and I start talking German. Man, I'm stupid. Oh, by the way, Achtzehnte means 18th. I waited for Fal to arrive in the alleyway in front of Copert. Or Copert, I don't know. It's not my mother language, you know. I speak not Italian, not even a little bit. Cursory. I also don't speak English, apparently. A cursory glance through the window at the clock on the wall inside told me it was still 10 minutes shy of the appointed time. I thought I left on the early side, but since I always kept her waiting in the practice room, I figured I would switch our roles for once. From my sheltered location, I killed the time gazing at the raindrops clattering on the pavement. Going over a music sheet in my head was generally a good way to deal with boredom. After the umpteenth time... Never heard that either. I mean, from the context, I understand what it means. I've never heard this before. It's kind of weird, you know. I'm so much on the internet. And I guess umpteenth time is probably not like high-class English. Like, I always thought I'm at least accustomed to everyday English by now, you know? Anyway, after the umpteenth time I paused at a random passage to glance at the clock inside, I suddenly noticed someone unexpected. Fal! Fal now also took notice of me with surprise written over her face. Not sure whether it was okay for me to go in, I just kept standing where I was for now. Soon enough, the door to the establishment opened and Fal, donned in casual attire, addressed me.
ちょうどいいところに来てくれた。クリスさんの家にお鍋ってあります？
Oh, that was her evil plan. I mean, her plan is not evil, she doesn't know. As mentioned, fucking hell. It's so simple, Chris. Just drop in a sentence that you have a girlfriend. just say like, oh, yeah, that reminds me of the time when my girlfriend cooked for me. Man, situation clear? And everyone... Excuse me. And everyone is maybe not happy, but at least everyone knows what's going on. Jesus, I have a dry throat. Huh? I'm pretty sure I do, actually.
わかった。ちょっと待っててね。
Oh no. Fucking mouse again. Man. I really need to buy a new mouse. Now that, you know what, this is the death sentence for this mouse. Next time I record something, I will have a new mouse. I swear to God. Never again this goddamn doo-doo noise. I didn't even check if you can hear it on the recording, but I hear it and it goes on my nerves. With that, the girl disappeared back inside. A saucepan. Peeking inside once more, I was no longer able to spot Fal. I absently noted that the clock was now pointing at our appointed time.
お待たせ。
At the same time, the door burst open again, and the girl, now out of breath, came running up to me without stopping until she was right in front of my eyes. I haven't really been waiting long.
そう？ちょっと寄ったら仕事を頼まれちゃって。
It's always like that with you, isn't it?
そうなんだよね。困っちゃう。
Despite saying that, Fal didn't appear too bitter about it. Which might have been exactly why people asked her for assistance so often. So, what did you come here for? Not to have lunch? And what's this about a saucepan?
ちょっとね。
With a cryptic smile, Fal produced a package wrapped in oiled paper from the bag she had been holding behind her back. What is that?
お店で出すのはちょっときつくなったお肉とか。
I see.
お昼ご飯は私が作っちゃおうかなって。
Well...
ダメ？
Sure you can.
じゃあ行こっか。あ、道ってこっちでいいんだよね。
Now, as mentioned, there is nothing wrong between a girl and a boy being friends. But this, you know, this has the implications. I mean, how many friends of yours go to your place to cook for you? Mine don't do that. Yeah. Fal briskly pressed forward toward the three-forked road we had parted on back when we first met. Has she always been this kind of girl? Man, she knows what she wants, and apparently you're also interested.
お邪魔します。
Tadaima! Yes, weeaboo power! Or maybe he said something different because she said, thanks for having me. I mean, usually, don't you say Tadaima when you return home and someone is there to say to you, Okaeri nasai, or something like that? Man, my weeaboo powers are small. Like, really, really small. Should be ashamed. I have failed. Dishonored. Blah blah blah, Sudoku. I raised my voice to a level just shy of seeming unnatural, unsure where that would reach Forney's ears. Fal laughed lightly at that. It's a habit. Don't mind it. Oh, so he actually probably said Tadaima because Forney is there. I handed the bemused girl a towel lying near the front door. I then took the second towel Forney had tactfully prepared for us and dried my hair with it.
ありがとう。
Fal did the same, after which he began surveying my room with wonder.
へえ。
What?
綺麗じゃない。掃除する気で来たのに。
Oh, well...
ちょっと残念。でもまあ、いいかな。お腹は空いてる？
You are way too marry Suish, lady. Like, and I said that before, I kinda like you, but, would be cool if you had a few flaws as well, you know, like, you a bit less perfect girlfriend, maybe? Somewhat, I guess. I had a habit of skipping breakfast, and with the possibility of having lunch out in mind, I had gone out on an empty stomach.
それじゃあ、 台所を借りていい？
Are you really going to cook lunch?
いつも作ってるじゃない。心配しないで。
That's not what I'm worried about, of course. Never mind.
お鍋は台所の下の戸棚の中？
No, there's my collection of condoms. Yeah, probably. What about ingredients?
さっき見なかったっけ？
She tapped on the bag lying on the table next to her. Looking closely, it seems there was a lot more stuff inside, as it was bulging out all sides. I see. Giving up on saying anything more for now, I decided to just watch her quietly. Well, in any case, it was guaranteed to taste good this way. I was a little worried about the slightly tough meat she mentioned, but if Fal thought it was still okay, it probably was.
なんか大変なことになってるわね。
Man, little lady, you can say that twice. I don't think you actually say that in English, but anyway, you say it in German. So now it's an English saying as well. No, wait. Is that a German saying? No, that isn't actually a German saying. Then it has to be an English saying, right? You can say that twice? Or did I just invent that? In German you actually say you can say that loud. Which is kind of funny because everyone thinks German people are loud anyway. At least I'm very loud, so it's true. You can say that twice. Is that English? You fucking hell, man. That happens when I don't speak English for a week or something like that. I'm back to beginner level. Fanny, who had been watching on in silence, finally opened her mouth. I walked up to the windowsill, located far away from the kitchen, and spoke to her in a subdued voice. Apparently she's going to make me lunch.
らしいって人事みたいに。
She was pretty forceful about it. I had no chance to refuse.
知ってる。
While deciding to just wait for Fal to finish was fine and all, I wanted to at least have something to do in the meantime, so I decided to clean the table up a bit. I'd already tidied up everything within eyesight last night and this morning, so it wasn't much of a chore. You know what really sucks about this? She'll probably be there when Ari's letter arrives, and either Chris is going to lie to Fal about who this letter is from, or he's going to tell her and Fal will be hurt. And that is not cool. Since my offer to help was refused, I ended up spending my time idling. I tried communicating with Fanny, now situated on the top of the table, by only nodding or shaking my head.
練習はいつするの？
She would ask me with slight cynicism and
いい匂いがしてきたね。
she would say in a cheerful tone, and I would try to answer her each time. Before I realized it, nearly an hour had passed. Wow. What a steak.
お待たせ。カッセルオーラの出来上がり。机の上は
Hey,
片付いてるね。
I guess that would probably take a bit more time than a normal piece of meat. Go ahead. Cacerola was the name of the pan used. It was also the popular name for food prepared in such a pan. Hey, even I knew that. After Fal took a seat, I took my cue and sat down opposite from her. Fanny grimaced from the hot air of the pan blowing in her face, but kept looking on with great interest at the source of the nice smell permeating the room. Despite not eating, it appeared she harbored an interest in food regardless.
それではいただきます。
Okay.
どうしたの？
And it's just that, while I make simple meals myself, I never imagined I'd ever get to eat such a full-blown course in this room.
ちょっと時間かかっちゃったけどね。
Fal sat and laughed, perhaps in an attempt to hide her embarrassment, then handed me a spoon, as though urging me to start. I'll have a bite.
はい。どうぞ。
I had seen it coming. After all, I'd had her cooking several times before. But delicious. This tasted even better than anything I'd had before.
そう。
I didn't really need to add any other words. The concept of just letting some pork and vegetables simmer together in a saucepan sounded pretty simple. And well, just making it was probably easy enough, but
クリスはいいわね。
I really wanted Fanny to have a taste as well, but there was no way she could, so that idea was out. I felt really bad for her. I gave her an apologetic look before continuing to eat.
まだたくさんあるからおかわりはどんどんしてね。
Thanks. There's no problem with saving them for leftovers either.
そうね。
Ah, then Forney can get something. Save for one rather sullen Forney, it had to have been a pretty delightful meal. I guess the meat was delightful as well. Since Forney had nothing to do or say, she'd asked me to bring her back to the windowsill. I had made up an excuse to Fall and carried her there. After we finished eating and cleaning up the table, we went back to sit in our previous positions to let the food digest. That was great!
どういたしまして。
With hands clasped together under her chin, Fall kept her gaze fixed on me, never letting her smile wane. Alright, thanks.
ああ、お礼を待ってたわけじゃないよ。
After that, without changing her posture, she brought up a completely different subject.
私がどうしてこんな時期までバイトしてるか気になってる？
Okay, that kind of caught me by surprise right here, but sure. Sure, I'd pondered that a number of times. And I had my own predictions about it. There weren't many plausible answers in the first place. Assuming, of course, the answer was at least something within the bounds of reason.
まあ、クリスさんもだいたい気づいてるかもね。
I don't know if I have.
簡単に言えば、暮らしていくために必要だから。
I see. The real question was, why did a student like her need to work to keep up her way of living? True that, if she was so good, wouldn't she, get her way into college for free or something like that? Ah man, I don't know. Also, in Italian, do you even have to pay for college in Italy? On the other hand, this game is rather old. I think in 2003 you had to also still pay for quite a few universities in Germany. So maybe you have to pay for university in Italy as well. Man, I have no idea. It's fantasy Italy anyway. Nothing.
そんなに重い話じゃないって。学生しながらバイトしてる子、他にもたくさんいるでしょ？
Obviously. Yeah, I've heard about it. It probably popped up sometime during everyday conversation with Asino or Tota.
週に4日。それほど多い方じゃないでしょ？
I wouldn't know. I don't even work once a week.
好きで働いているのもあるから。それに、昨日から働く時間が少なくなったけど、お給料は変わらないんだよ。
Yeah,
これってすごいことだと思わない？
Still seems unrealistic to me, but I'll buy it.
もちろんその分、一生懸命に働くつもり。
She seems so relaxed, as though she were talking about the most trifling matter in the world. She never touched on the underlying reason for it. I didn't particularly mind. Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, even if college is for free, she has to live somewhere. And that might not be for free, you know? Yeah, man, I don't know. I was afraid of getting any more involved than I was anyway, and it wouldn't help us in any way if she did tell me. I see. But why do you tell me that?
知りたいと思ってくれたからかな。それと平日にあんまり練習できる日が少ないから。と言ってもクリスさんはそれほど毎日練習してるわけでもないんだろうけどね。
So that was what she was concerned about. Compared to her own diligence, just how lackluster did I come across to her? Yeah, that is a fair point, to be honest. Not gonna lie, especially not money-wise, but especially in school, I was always, you know, the guy. I don't know, I feel like I've always come off lazy to people, but that was because I was lazy, to tell you the truth. So, you know, yeah, I guess not, I replied, matching my tone to the same degree of playfulness as hers. Oh, I guess not. Then I suddenly recalled what her first words had been. Because you expressed interest in my situation. Had I really wanted to know about Fall so badly? Was it mere curiosity? Or perhaps...
変なこと言っちゃって ごめんね。それじゃあ食休みも取ったことだし練習しよっか。
Good thing I couldn't think this fatal thought until the end, because right there she cut my thought off. How convenient. Yeah. That is Roman stuff I personally hate. That is like the black screen in Clannad. But why do I feel this way towards Kyou? Let's explore this about the next 55 hours. At least it felt like 55 hours. I jumped up from my seat energetically in an attempt to change the mood and approach my fortel.
クリス、
Fawny, who should have been idling around the windowsill, how the fuck do you say that, was looking at me with a serious expression on her face. I approached her under the pretense of going to look outside the window, then waited for her to continue.
練習真面目にね。
I gave her a heartfelt nod and went to sit behind my fortel. After seeing Fall off, I grabbed today's letter from the mailbox on my way back. Oh. Yeah, well, then it's not that bad. I thought... For some reason, I always thought like the letter was brought to him, which makes no sense at all. Huh. Oh well. The scent of casserola still permeating the room invaded my nostrils once again. I wasn't opposed to eating the same thing twice in a row, so I decided to have the remains from this afternoon for dinner. We had lunch pretty late, so I wasn't really hungry yet. I decided to read the letter first and sat down behind my desk and unfolded the sheet of paper.
クリス、そちらは今も雨が降っていますか？
No, it stopped. Really, I mean, it might be because I'm an asshole, but I think at one point I would have written back, no, it stopped. What the hell are you actually expecting?
こちらは相変わらずのいい天気です。そろそろ卒業演奏のパートナーを決めてないといけない頃だっけ。この前の手紙ではトルタじゃないかもしれないって書いてあったけど、候補はいるの？
Fucking mouse, shut the fuck up! Okay, I'm sorry. This will be the last time anyone is bothered by the mouse.
クリスはあんまり友達を作るのが得意じゃないから、それが少し入学してすぐの時にも同じことを書いた気がするけど、アーシノさんとか素敵な友達ができたんだったよね。だから友達のことはそれほど心配はしてないんだけど、心配なのは私のいる場所はクリスのいる場所からは遠すぎて、トルタから教えてもらったことしか
Sorry, my
知る
headphones.
ことができないでしょ。
My headphones fell off my hat. Jesus, today is like really, as we say in German, polite and patient pannen. And to be honest, right now I don't know a good translation of that. Lots of bad things happen to you, basically.
だから少し不安になっちゃった。候補で女の子がいるって聞いちゃったから。
Okay, now that is actually not a reason to be, On the other hand, if he never mentioned her in a letter... On the other hand, that is difficult situation. That is why people living far apart in relationship is difficult.
しかも可愛くていい子なんだってね。確率で言ったら半分だから、別に女の子でも責める気はないよ。でもね、やっぱり少しだけ不安なの。だから愚痴みたいになっちゃったけど、ここにそんなこと書いても許してくれるよね。
If that actually was your wish, you wouldn't write it, or you wouldn't send it at least.
それと残念なお知らせが一つ。今年はやっぱりそっちには行けそうにないかな。私もここに勤めてからクリスの学生生活と同じ、努力もしてるし、 好きなことでもあったから、最近では最初から最後の工程までを任されたり、新人さんの教育まで任されてます。年末は特に忙しいから抜けられそうになくなっちゃった。会えないのはすごく残念。でもクリスも卒業演奏の練習で忙しいみたいだし、よく考えてみればそんな我慢ももうすぐしなくなるんだね。その日が来るのを待ち遠しく思います。それじゃあまた次の手紙で。追記。パートナーが誰になるにしてもトルタには一番最初に教えてあげてね。あの子はいつだってクリスのことを心配してるから。そばにいられない私の代わりにクリスのことを任せてるんだからね。
Lady, if you knew, and actually I think she kind of knows. She has to kind of know. Like it's not astrophysics. On the other hand, she isn't around them all that much. So maybe she doesn't know that Torta kind of has the hots for her brother. Jesus, okay, now that turned weird. For her boyfriend. Now, the complicated nature of this story just got another layer, thanks to me. So, man, I don't know. To be honest, to be in Chris' situation right now really sucks. Especially, it's also a little bit convenient that she can't meet him right now when he has this turbulent feeling time, you know. Kinda like, yeah, so let's not see her at all for the plot's sake. Oh well. Ah, well. Let's end this here, man. Let's talk a little bit about it and then let's end it here. So, this is really not an easy situation. Man, I babbled so much, we didn't make much progress. Should hurry a bit up next time. Yeah, the thing is, they've been apart for 3 years. And they became a couple when they were relatively young. I mean, can you really blame someone for developing feelings for another person in that long of a time? The one thing you can blame Chris for is that he's not playing, that he's keeping his cards secret, you know? That is kinda wrong. And to be honest, I kinda start hating that Chris doesn't realize what is happening right here. And kinda starts the whole Tomoya thing. Like, am I actually in... I love Ari, I'm just playing here with Fal, and she forced her on me. It's not my fault she's cooking lunch for me. But what are these strange feelings? Ha! Ha! Maybe we should practice kissing so I can kiss Arifin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Overall, this seems weird to me. Like, you can't blame Chris for being for his feelings, but you can blame him for the way he acts, and he acts very stupidly. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back for the next episode, which will be out in about 2 days, 3 days, at least not a week from now or something. As mentioned, I think, which day is it, like Wednesday or Thursday or Saturday? I'm not sure, but one of these days I made sure that I have some time or one day in this week so I can pre-record a lot of stuff. So that is going to happen. More regular coverage. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.